Kieran, congratulations. Not a lot in that, probably not a classic for a long period, but you found a way to get the goals and get the win.
Yeah, I thought we showed the qualities that you need on, some nights like this, games in the Championship, midweek, on a difficult pitch, difficult surface. Both teams really struggled to get to grips with it in the first half. And showed some good learning as a group there, because, we've spoken about it plenty now, but in those times when it's not perfect, like the first half, and we couldn't really get the control that we wanted to, you have to stay intense, you have to stay together, your defensive organisation needs to be really good. I thought it was. I thought we pressed really well all night, made it really hard for Hull to build as well, and they've been, a really good attacking force. Really stopped them playing through the pitch at all. The only giveaways we give really were a couple of poor moments on the ball, but in terms of our defensive organisation was excellent. Mentality at half-time was good, knew that we could push on in the game, and improved in the second half. Found a rhythm on the ball a bit better, adjusted to the conditions better, and then you see when we get the first goal, a big difference. The confidence sort of grows in the team, and the opponent sort of gives you a little bit more space and stops defending quite as hard. And from that moment on, we looked like we could score any number of goals, and we still kept the defensive resilience. So yeah, we know it wasn't perfect tonight, but again, one of the biggest learnings for me, for the group, for the club, again, over this last month or two as a group, isn't going to be perfect. It wasn't like that when we got 97 points and we had a team that had played together for 2 years. So, it's how we are in the tough moments, how we are when it's not perfect. That in the end will be decisive. So I think to come out with a win tonight and a clean sheet in that sort of setting, I think is a positive.
We talk about it so often, subs. Again, Aiden comes on, gets the assist, Chuba gets his first goal. It's a big thing for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I've said it enough times, so you can probably dig up some old quotes, but it's one of the most important things in a league that has 46 games. So it's why we want to have a strong squad. What I will say again is that, the starters have to tee up the game well for the subs. And again, as much as we weren't perfect in the first half, George Hurst, Marcelino pressing against two centre-halves, against the goalkeeper was top, took Hull's confidence away on the ball. Casey, outstanding job against Giles at left-back. He's been top, I think maybe top assist maker in the league. Outstanding job defensively to really completely limit any threat they had down that side. Jack Clark, good job defensively, winning second balls. Jules, like those things tee the game up. If you don't do those things well, then you're bringing on good subs maybe at 1-0 down, and then it's a completely different challenge. But if we can't be perfect, if we can't give the subs a lead, then be tough, work hard, make the other team tired, let them know that they're in a battle, and then the boys coming on with 25-30 minutes to go have got a great chance to push on against a tired opponent, and they certainly done that. They all had a good impact from Jack at half time to the next three. To Ben seeing the game out, they all had a good impact, and they all capitalised on the hard work early in the game and the spaces that were open, and looked a big threat.
Pleased for Chuba to get his first goal.
Yeah, I've said it lots of any forward, of course you want it, and they want to get the first goal. For me, with forward players, it's never just about that by any means. It's about what you give the team on the ball, off the ball, in the dressing room, all of those things. And if you do all those things, then you'll have an important role to play. But for a forward, they just also want to get that first goal, and that's understandable. So it doesn't really matter how it goes in. He certainly could have had a few already, but he'll feel better for that one going over the line, and hopefully he can, like the rest of the boys, keep pushing on.
6 unbeaten now, 3 straight away wins. You're up to 4th in the table. Do you feel like you're starting to move in the right direction psychologically, getting into that top 6? Is that a big thing for you?
It's 0 for me, to be honest. It's not the top 6 or 7th or 5th. Doesn't where the cut line is. Isn't for 30 plus games. So of course we'd rather be top of the league and have won all of our games, but 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, it doesn't make a difference to me, I don't think, to the group for now. But of course supporters look at that cut-off line on their phone or when it comes up on TV, and they probably feel better on that side of it. For me, I look for the progress elsewhere. I think we've been progressing since the international break closed the first time round and the group came together. Not always linear, a long way from perfect, lots to do, all the same things apply tonight after we win and on Saturday when we didn't manage to get the win over the line. But we have to stay stable, we have to stay together, have to stay clear-headed and keep looking to improve in every area. And I think definitely if you're talking about the run that we're on now, I think from a mental point of view, we've made some good strides about what the championship is, what it takes to be successful. And that's going to be really, really important for what we've got coming up.